Hey guys, welcome back to my videos. So let's just address the elephant in the room. I know that I've been gone for a solid month, but I kind of just needed to take that time to figure out what the hell Gus and I just did, and we just needed time to settle in, move our stuff in, and kind of rearrange it the way we wanted it to, and kind of just make it our home. So that's what I've been doing this past month, along with maybe getting a cat. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that, but don't even worry about it because I will be making an updated video on my life and what the hell has been going on for you sometime this week. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're gonna start with our house tour. It's a really short house tour because we live in a really small place, but after that I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks, so make sure to watch it afterwards. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so our apartment is 650 square feet and we are paying roughly $1,900 every single month for this place. We live in the first level of a home and we live in the Cap Hill area. So this is our living room, and everything you're seeing here we got not new but used. So if you guys want a video on how to buy nice used furniture, let me know. I feel like I'm a pro at it ever since we moved here. Everything that you're seeing, all of it's from a couple different apps that I found very helpful. So if you want a video on that, let me know and I will make one on how to find cheap, really nice furniture in Seattle. And then moving on to the kitchen, our kitchen is really small. Also, I'm so sorry for how messy it is, but there's not really much to show you guys. This is it. This is just in front of the kitchen, and we have our laundry room, and then we go straight into the bathroom from here. Our bathroom is pretty small as well, but you know what? It works for both of us, and we don't mind. It's actually pretty nice. And then moving on, this is Gus's room. He still has a lot of things that he wants to do with it, but so far so good. He's still looking to kind of decorate his room as well, but with a lot of plants and a lot of lights to kind of make it really lush and really inviting. And then this is my room, also a work in progress. Sorry for all the junk and sorry for how messy it is. This is my workstation, soon to be workstation. There's still some finessing that needs to be taken care of, but this is my room so far. With only a month in, I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. Okay, so tip number one is going to be to look on Craigslist like every single day, a month to 2 months before you move. The housing market moves so quickly, and I feel like I've said that so many times, but it does. It moves so quickly, and if you look for a house 6 months before you actually move, it's not going to be there. So you need to look a month to 2 months before you actually move. So with that being said, do your research on where you want to move, but actually start looking all the time when you're like a month out, which is kind of scary because if you're a planner like me, you want to know where you're going to live like at least 6 months before you actually move versus a month. So just know that if you move here, it moves really quickly. You can find a place. I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it, but it moves quickly and you need to look a month to 2 months before you move. Okay, next, so tip number 2 is going to be to search by zip code. And Gus actually taught me this, but on Craigslist or wherever you're looking, they should have a zip code button or tab, whatever. That helps so much. But with that being said, you do have to do a little bit of research. I'm going to show you guys something that Gus actually bought me. It's so cool. It's currently in a frame right now, so let me take it out. Get out! So Gus actually got this for me. This is a map of Seattle and all of its little towns like Cap Hill, Queen Anne, Wallingford, Fremont, places you might not hear of. And this helps so much. Okay, so this doesn't have the zip codes on it, but it has the names on it. And when you're searching Seattle, sometimes people put like Tukwila, where we used to live, they put that as Seattle, and that's not Seattle, okay? It's kind of close to Seattle, but it's not actually Seattle. So this map right here is the best map that we have found of actual Seattle, and if you follow me on Instagram, this will be on there. Definitely take a screenshot of it or look at it. That way you know little cities, and they have streets on it too. But this I wish I would have had this when we were looking for a place. You can find zip codes if you do like Cap Hill. What's the zip code of Cap Hill, Washington? What's the zip code of Queen Anne, Washington? type those things in and you can find it. It's just a really nice, graphically pleasing map that shows a lot of really great places to live that you never hear people talking about. Like, how many times have you heard people talking about Magnolia or Queen Anne or Leshy or Soto? I don't know if I said Leshy right, but places like that, or Beacon Hill. You don't hear people talking about those places, but this map is literally Seattle. And if you're moving to Seattle, this is gonna be your best friend. So go to my Instagram, screenshot it, leave a comment, and look at some of the places on here, because this is Seattle. So yeah, this helps a lot. So my third tip is going to be to know your price point. And I know this one kind of sounds like common sense, but know how much you want to spend a month to live here, because it is kind of expensive. Make sure you find out what a place requires. Some places they will require like first month's rent, last month's rent, and a deposit. So if you're paying $2,000 for a 2-bedroom, sometimes they will be like, hey, we need first, last, and a deposit. So that's $6,000 right there that you need to pay them before you can actually move in. And that's a lot of places in Seattle. It's not every place. Our place required first month's and last month's, which is kind of a lot, but know what you're getting yourself into. Usually they say on an ad, or you know, whatever place they're renting out, they'll say we require first month's rent, last month's rent, and a deposit, or just first month's rent and you're good. Don't get too discouraged, because if one place falls through, there will be more. There will be more. Okay, my fourth tip is to jump on a place as soon as you think you want it. Even if you see a place and you're like, this place looks really cool, but I don't know if I actually want it, just email them. Just email them or call them and be like, hey, I want to set up an appointment and I want to see the place. Or if you're not here, sometimes you could Skype or call a landlord and kind of give them the situation. Don't wait and don't think about it. If you're like, I don't know, this place is good, I like everything that's happening, but there might be another place. I would just suggest to actually get your foot out there, jump on a place if you like it, as soon as possible. This next tip, I know I've said literally in every video, but I'm gonna say it again. Use that Facebook group. I always link a Facebook group in my description below. That Facebook group is gold. People are posting on there all the time, and it's Facebook, so you know, it's a little bit quicker in response and it's a little bit more trustworthy, because the page itself doesn't usually let people that scam others into it, or if you know it is a scam, they'll take it down right away. So it's a safe site, it's on Facebook, and it's just a group of people that are trying to sublease their place, or they need an extra roommate. Like, look on that Facebook page, because that always helps. And I know I've said that literally like so many times, but if you've forgotten, look on that Facebook page. But especially if you're like moving alone, like you can find people that need another roommate. If you want to live in a house, or if somebody's subleasing their 1-bedroom, that's a really good place to find an apartment. And I think a lot of people forget about it, but it's always gonna be in my description box. Check it out. It's an amazing page, and it's growing every single day. I think when I first moved here, it was at like 9,000 people, maybe a little bit more, and now it's at like almost 20,000 people that are in that group. So many people are moving here, so many people need to rent out rooms, and it's a nice resource. Anyways guys, that's kind of all the tips and tricks that I have for you. I hope that you kind of enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I just kind of want to help you guys, and a lot of you guys have reached out to me via Instagram. You know I'm on there all the time. Feel free to DM me if you have any questions or want some more tips. Definitely leave a comment below and I will reply back. But I hope that you learned something, and I hope that this was helpful. Make sure to visit my Instagram, and I will have this map of Seattle posted on there. It's so helpful, you guys. It's so helpful, and it just gives you a really good explanation of all the little places you can live in Seattle that no one tells you about. Anyways, more videos to come, I promise. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!